My brother, my sister. No, not you. My brother, my sister of the privileged hue. The time has come. What will you do? The road's been rough. The struggle's been long. Enough. Enough. Freedom is yours. But for some, it's out of grasp. They're weary. They're tired. They're running out of gas. Enough is enough now. What will you do? We are standing up now. Will you stand too? Will you stand for justice? Will you stand for equality? Will you stand against brutality and against that wicked knee? Will you stand? Will you stand so this great country will be a light for all to see? Will you stand up for the other? Will you stand up for me? Enough is enough now. What will you do? We are looking up now. Will you look up too? What will you do now that the world is watching you? The burden's been too heavy on the backs of a few. What will you do on this day of reckoning? The longest rope has an end. Things cannot be the same. Enough is enough now. What will you do? We are fighting back now. Will you fight too? Will you? Will you fight your own fears? Your privilege like rain? Will you fight you for me? Will you know it's your gain? Will you fight your pride? Will you fight the shame? Will you adjust your lenses? Use your 20/20 vision? Will you fight for change? Will you make it your mission? Enough is enough now. What will you do? We are sick to our stomachs now. Aren't you sick too? Aren't you? What will you do when I take a stand? When I stand on a principle that you don't find grand, will you try to understand just where I'm coming from? Will you wear my shoes? Will you know who I am? Enough is enough now. What will you do? We need room to breathe now. How about you? Will you fight your culture? Will you fight your thinking? Will you fight the cruel system? Will you fight what's stinking? Will you fight you for me? Will you set your mind free? Will you fight for a better country? Let our children see. Enough is enough now. What will you do? We are showing up now. What will you do? What will you do? For your conscience is now pricked. Will you choose self-preservation? Will you still deny it? Did you not marry my sister? Have a baby with my brother? Does my blood not flow through your brown granddaughter? Enough is enough now. What will you do? We want equal rights now. What say you? What will you do? The mountain explodes. Its belly rumbles. Its contents throws. What will you do as the eruption continues? As the clouds mount higher? Will it change your views? Will it? Enough is enough now. What will you do? We want real change now. How about you? Will you hold me close? When my passion is spent? When my tears like rain flood the streets at length? Will you feel the pain of a past still here? Can you feel at all? Can you shed a tear? Enough is enough now. Enough will do. Enough is enough now. What will you do? You need to stand up now. Can I count on you? My brother, my sister of the privileged hue. Enough is enough. Can I count on you?